And I have to say, most small businesses, their websites aren't good. They look good because that's how they've been designed to look good, but behind the scenes the search engine optimization and the sort of functionality of the sites is pretty poor, and that's something that I'm on a mission to improve. And also social media is really important. There are lots of small business owners who are using things like Twitter and Facebook to really promote themselves locally. There are also a lot of small business owners who actually don't think it's relevant to them at all. Now, they either will get it in the end and realise that it is relevant to them, or I think some of those people just won't stick around, because as we move more and more towards the online social media, online social networking and even online directories and all that sort of thing, if people don't embrace that, then they will find it a lot harder to actually market their business and get more customers. So, you know, if you don't have a Twitter account, a Facebook account, Facebook fan page, a searchable website that has fresh content on it regularly, a LinkedIn profile, a YouTube account and so on, in, you know, years to come, probably in the next even 2-3 years, you know, you just won't be able to market your business as effectively as other people that do have those things. What can be helpful for small businesses is that they can use it to network in the same way that people network offline, and a lot of people get good results from offline networking. They can go online and use things like Facebook and Twitter to network with other local people, and you can do things like searches for people talking about your local area, and you can start following them and get into an online conversation with them, and at that stage they've got an opportunity to find out a bit more about you and a bit more about your company. And there are opportunities to quite directly tell people about your business, but it's actually more about building relationships and people getting to know how you can help them, and then eventually it can, you know, move into more business. For example, I help a local pub to market themselves using email, and that came about because I met them on Twitter and they arranged what's called a tweet up, which is an offline meeting of people who are on Twitter, and I went to 1 or 2 of those, and as a result he then asked me to help in his email marketing. So I wouldn't have been doing that had I not been on Twitter, and had I not, you know, then networked with him and had the opportunity. So that was a really good example of where online marketing, online social networking led into real business offline. So, you know, pounds in the bank for my business as a result of using, in this case, Twitter. But there, you know, there are many more examples where people do build a relationship with people online, promote their business, and then people do end up buying from them. The other thing with the social media, so things like Twitter and the Facebook fan page, is that they are searchable profiles. So when we go online and we look on Google, if your business is represented in places more just than your website, but they're also on places like Twitter and Facebook and so on, then you're more likely to be found by the people that are searching for the products and services that you offer. Small business owners interested in getting their website set up, and they don't know what to do, and that's one of the issues, I think, that because they don't know enough about it, then people can do the smoke and mirrors thing with them, and they think they've got something that's going to work for them, and often it doesn't. I have 2 free reports on my website that small business owners can download. One of them is the 7 simple steps to great online marketing for local businesses, and the other one is 5 things your web designer won't tell you. So they can go to the website, which is www.counterpointmatters.com, and download those reports for free, which will give them some information about, you know, how to ask the right questions when they are going to their web designer asking them to put a site together for them. And we're just about to launch a new product, which is really exciting for us, which is where we're going to take business owners who don't yet have a website or have one that isn't working and want to do something different, and take them away for a weekend retreat where we basically lock them in a room, teach them what they need to know about what their website should be doing for them, and then help them to set up their own website using something called WordPress, which is blogging software and is very search engine friendly. So by the time they leave on a Sunday night, they have a website done and working for them, or starting to work for them. So that's what I'm going to be working on next, because that does integrate them with all the social media that we've talked about already, and you know, it's really important for small business owners to have websites that work really well like that. And I think people don't get them because quite often web designers don't design them like that, and also small business owners don't realise how important it is to have them working in that sort of way. So very search engine friendly and very able to integrate with the social media that's around now. people put off doing things like this because it's quite hard to think about how do I write the content, and if it's not going to be 100% right, I probably don't want to do it yet, and that sort of thing. But the beauty with WordPress is you can change it anytime you like, and you will need to change it because as technology changes and the social media perspective changes, then you will need to have a flexible website to do that. So the idea is give them all the tools they need to do that, and then support them through any changes in the future as well.